Hey, it's Frank here. I'm going to show you today how to get the center of gravity. We're going to go into our feature tree and we're just going to turn on some displays so that we get our features. We're looking at the coordinate system here, right there, the standard default coordinate system. Okay, so first of all, you want to make sure that all your parts have the right density. So we're going to look into the tree columns, info, mass properties, and we're going to look for density. And there we have density. We're going to add it to our displayed and accept it. Now on this model, I've already gone ahead and put in the densities. But if you didn't have the density in for your particular models, you could go in here and add it. I do not have ownership of this assembly, so it's not allowing me to, but you could add it right in there. And this density here is steel. This is an all steel weldment. So let's just take a look at this. And our objective here is to find the center of gravity so that we can hang this on the paint line. And we mount a hook through here. We screw it in there. And then on the bottom, we put another hook in that hole. So our center of gravity has got to line up with these two holes, whatever that may be. So let's just check this out. First, since all of my densities are all filled in and they're all steel, I go into Analysis, Mass Properties. I look for the coordinate system, which is the default coordinate system, which is that. So it's added in there. I accept it, and then it throws it in there for me. So this is my default, or my coordinate system, center of gravity. Let's take a look at that center of gravity. I've gone ahead and let's just do that, mass properties again, just to get the information to show up. So there's my center of gravity. I've taken this information where the center of gravity is. I've picked on my information, so now that I have this, I can close out of it. I go ahead and I insert, because I want to establish a coordinate system, I insert a coordinate system using the X, Y, and Z right here. So what I do is I go into my model, coordinate system, and see, I don't have it checked out, but I'm going to check it out now. We're going to select a coordinate system to reference off of, and we're going to pick our default coordinate system. So there's our default coordinate system. We are going to take our X, Y, and Z, and we're just going to cut and paste this thing right over top of it. Oh, but I can't do that. We're going to have to go into edit mode. Now I can do it. So I just grab this whole thing, and this is going to be my X dimension. My Y dimension is going to be this. And you notice the coordinate system is moving, and then my Z direction is going to be this. Okay, so now I've got my new coordinate system, which is at the bottom of my tree. I'm going to close this out, and I can rename this here to COG2. So now we've got the coordinate system. And what we need to do in our design is make sure that this hole and the hole for the hook on the bottom lines up. So let's just take a look at that. We are going to go into View, orient, and we're going to pick this as front and this is top, and we're going to see where that coordinate system is in relation. If you notice that it looks like it's directly in line with that hole, because I've already done this, and this hole. And let's just make sure that that hole is all lined up. So let's pick this in the top, and let's take a look at the coordinate system 2, and that looks like it's all lined up too. And you can kind of see from the top that that's lined up with that hole. So that's how we do our coordinate system. And that way, when it goes through the paint line and it goes sideways, it remains vertical and doesn't hit any of the walls. Thank you very much, and that concludes our little session.